quick draft. Finally, Phyrexia is on the quick draft. Let's see what happens. There we go in black-white. Kaya's good. If we're doing that, what are we hoping to wheel? There's not really any other good black-white in this pack. None of the other stuff is particularly screaming at me either. Plague Nurse, pretty good in the toxic aggro decks.
No.
And the Vorak's probably the best green common overall, I'd say. Yeah, I think I'll try to do some black-white. Gonna have to prioritize removal and stuff because just getting to 7 mana might be really difficult in this format.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I.
That was louder than I expected. Annex Sentry, probably the best white uncommon. 1/4 blocks a lot of stuff and it eats something. Justiciar is good. It's really good and toxic aggro. Those probably aren't our colors. Rat's decent. I guess we have to wheel the rat out of this pack. Skull Dweller's solid. 1-drop Death Touch toxic. Another rat. Flensing Raptor is really good in the toxic aggro decks. I don't know how much toxic we're going to end up with. Tempted to take the Raptor over the Skull Dweller. The Raptor's a common, so we'll probably see more of those. Offer Immortality. Might be taking that. What's a Chronicler? Alright. Well, useful in best of 3 formats.
It's so cute.
Offer Immortality it is, I guess. That's kind of sort of removal. Ambassador's decent if you got some Proliferate. Whispers of the Dross. This one here, really good. It's just -1/-1, but the Proliferate's often relevant. And it makes for a good combat trick. Another Skull Dweller. Maybe we're just toxic aggro with a Kaya as the top end. Maybe wheel the Scrap Trap. Zealot's Conviction's not even bad if we're super low curve aggro. Speaking of, I think I'd prefer the Skull Bomb. Anything that cycles is good if we're looking for a Kaya. Helps to get lands. It's evasion for toxic dudes. And pick 8. I've got a Dune Mover here, which could be good. Vanish I have kind of mixed feelings on. Oftentimes a creature is the most relevant thing you want to get rid of.
6 mana to destroy a creature seems excessive.
It's exile, so that's sometimes helpful, but the times I've played this I've found it to feel kind of underperforming. But Dune Mover, if you're ever on a 2-lander and you've got a Dune Mover, like, you're really happy you got that dude. Plus, if we ever end up splashing a 3rd color, he's really good for fixing. Let's come back around. Could take the Golem just as a safe playable, but we don't really have any oil synergies. I think I'm going to take the Basilica, but we're not going to want very many tap lands. Rat did wheel. Also a Necro Titan. We do have some early toxics, so Necro Titan might actually just be a 4-mana 6/6 a lot of the time. On the other hand, Rat's a lot more consistent. Infectious Inquiry actually might be better than the Rat for us.
I want one of those for my natural sight lights.
I do like drawing cards, and I'm a sucker for drawing cards. But I think a 2-drop just beats everything just by virtue of being a 2-drop here. Second Whisper or second Blight Belly. Give me the Rat. All the toxic creatures. We're gonna highly value any flincing raptors we see come back around. And we wield the Conviction. That is slow, but probably fun and constructed. Against all odds. Got anything with enters the battlefield abilities? We've got the Dune Mover, the Sentry. We don't have any equipments, and that's the mirror and equipments are what that's really good for. Here's a Flincing Raptor. Complete Devotion, also good in our deck. Yeah, I think we go with the Raptor. There's more toxic. Phyrexian Arena. Wow, I forgot that that was reprinted here. That is probably my '1 favorite Magic card. Ever since I first started playing Magic. Just turn one up with a Dark Ritual and you're going to have a good game. We've also got a Vraska's Fall on this pack. Apostle might be good in our deck because it seems like we've got a decent amount of toxic. Corrupted will probably be online. Tendant to make a Might. Flincing Raptor. Flincing Raptor number 2 would be the correct aggro pick. But I am who I am and I cannot pass a Phyrexian Arena. Not gonna happen. I might would pass a 3rd or a 4th Phyrexian Arena if that was ever a thing. Skull Bomb, not totally irrelevant. I think offer Immortality number 2 is probably what we want. Now if we were to splash green, this Rot Priest suddenly gets real nice in this deck. Got 8 creatures and currently average curve is 2.3. I think it could work. I mean, offer Immortality. Rot Priest gives Death Touch. It's too good. We might not end up playing it, but Edifice, good for picking off little creatures early on. Devotion, probably pretty good in our deck. We have, how many toxic creatures do we have so far? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll draw a card for most of our creatures. It's also just a better trick than the Edifice. We want to be aggressive. We want to be attacking. Edifice is pretty good though. That's a tough one. I think I go with the Devotion though. Just keep the curve low. Look out. There's a Crawling Chorus. We're happy with that. Another 1-drop toxic creature. Passing up another Vraska's Fall. Restoration might not be irrelevant if we do want to run the top end. Realistically, we might actually just cut the Kaya though. We don't ever want a game to get to 6 and 7 mana. If it's the... yeah. Skitterling pretty good in our deck. Sacrifice cheap stuff when they finally can block them. Duelist would be really, really good too, but I think we'll probably wheel either the Duelist Conviction or the Blight Belly Rat. Maybe even the Basilisk, since we would probably splash at least a little bit of green. This is just a solid pack. We kind of want everything in this pack. Dancer, I think, is actually pretty decent. Definitely makes attacking easier. Or can hold off a single big threat. It's probably not going to be too hard to get corrupted. Nothing else in here super duper good for us. Necrosquito. Oil decks. Not something we're interested in. Shieldred's Head Cleaver, though. Menace and Toxic. The Hive Master, too, though. Just an excellent 3-drop. Which I think's better, the Head Cleaver or the Hive Master? Honestly, for keeping our curve low, probably the 3-drop. This is a really annoying 4-drop.
Sort of leaning towards the head cleaver.
I feel like it's usually more annoying for me if there's a Head Cleaver on the other side of the battlefield, so I think I'm going to take it. Plus, if you get it flying with a Flencing Raptor, then Toxic 2 Menace flying is problematic for opponents sometimes. How many artifacts do we have? 3. Probably don't want the Justiciar. Maybe a second Zealot's Conviction. I mean, combat tricks, cheap tricks are going to be good for us. We did Wheel of Vraska's Fall. Or the Apostle if we really want it. But I think a 6-drop's not going to be very relevant for our strategy. Now the Indoctrination Intendant. That lets us recycle things like Flencing Raptor. How much synergy do we have with that? Enough. We do need a couple 4-drops perhaps. The fall's pretty good, but we want to be tapping out every turn probably. Like 1-for-1 removal is not going to do it for us. Take the 4-drop. We'll take a second Offer Immortality. When the format first came out, I didn't think Offer was that great, but it's gone up in my book since. I'm just going to take that for constructed purposes. We did wheel the second Vraska's Fall, so we'll take that, and we get a rat. We've basically made a deck in 2 packs, just bringing up to 16 lands, and this looks decent. Argentum Masticore. That's decent. But I see an Anoint with Affliction right here, and that's 2 mana removal. And there's also a Drown and Ichor. That's potentially even better removal for us. But with having Proliferate and all. Do I prefer Drown or Anoint? Probably Drown. What are we hoping to wheel? Anoint, maybe Dune Mover. Annihilating Glare, potentially. Probably not running the Robert. We just want to keep it at 2 colors at this point. Mirror Convert's decent. 2-drop Toxic. Taps for mana. Charge of the Mites. That's a very decent. Alrighty, welcome back. I think I figured out the deck here. We have all the toxic creatures, and decent number of removal and tricks with some proliferate here and there. Actually, we got a lot of proliferate. There's 4 on the rat. That makes 5. That makes 6. Yeah, 6 proliferators. Okay, more tricks on our own. I've been thinking about that second Zealot's Conviction, but honestly I don't see anything cut for it. I wouldn't want to just toss it in there. Yeah, alright. Do this. See what happens. Wait, check lands one more time. And cut one of the top lands. We got 7 white sources, 9 black sources. Alright. Game 1, got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop plus Strick, all with Toxic going first. That never happens to me. Aha, thought they might have a Whisper. Mirror match it is. I would love to get a poison counter on them before using a Whisper on that, but I think the correct play is just to go ahead and get it out of the way and attack. Alright, first poison. Jawbone, Duelist, Double Strike, and Toxic. Well, that's a nice one. That was an oops. I should have played the draw spits. Does not want to trade. Maybe I should have attacked with both just to guarantee that he gets corrupted, but I don't think we have that much stuff in the deck that really cares that much about corrupted. Alright, looks like he's obviously holding some kind of trick now. I mean, nah, come on, let's go. Do something. Head and anoint. Does he have a devotion, though? Or the indestructible trick? He got a trick. Yep, there's a devotion. Alright, now we have to hope we never draw any land again. Let's say at this point we're maybe a little bit behind. Although, if we can find some action, we'll be fine. Looks like opponent doesn't have anything interesting. No reason not to. Go Flincing Raptor. You've got some kind of trick. So we'll sack the Dross Pits at end of turn. Hive Master's cool. I'm not gonna block that. I'm pretty sure they got some kind of trick. Ah, yep, charge. That'll do it. Go up to 4 poison. Skitterling's good. Edict is good. I think we'll Edict during their turn because Summoning Sickness. Actually do that now to get rid of the Duelist. And Skitterling can block a Might, and we're top decking. Huh. It can sack itself. I didn't notice that before. Alright, so I guess we're not quite as far behind as I thought we were a minute ago. If we hit that Phyrexian Arena anytime soon, we'll be golden. We're in a top decking war right now. I guess maybe they've got the 4 mana choose up to 2. What's it called? Yeah, against all odds. Okay, so they get the Duelist back. Ah, flying toxic. That's going to be a problem. We got to find removal for that Siphoner. And we are just drawing lands. Not like this. Alright, we go up to 5 poison. Duelist is good. Duelist lets us start attacking again at least. Oh, that's a problem. Alright, got a Hive Master. I think we might be doomed if we don't start digging. I think we might be doomed as it is. That Siphoner and a couple more proliferates is going to be a problem. Head Cleaver. Well, now I don't want to sacrifice anything. Dude, we just keep drawing lands. And more lands. Such is magic. Gotta win those games where we're going first too, because the first turn advantage is statistically more significant in this particular format, I've noticed, than it usually is. It's like 7 or 9% or something like that. Alright, Max. We got Rat, Edict, Head Cleaver with a Devotion going second. It could be worse. We got some good removals here, and we got some dudes on the trick. No one drop though. Oh no, wait, we got our chorus. White green. Hey, we both get mites. Go and sack that rat. Well, hold on. We might have bigger things to worry about. Yeah, we just want to go and get on the board, I guess. Just thinking about making him sack the rat before he ever has a chance to proliferate anything with it. And just cycling the skull bomb. It's not bad for us. There's our offer. Yeah, I think now we start getting in. At least with the might. I don't think we want any poison on us yet. Punished for not attacking with the rat. This guy's at least 3 colors. I will use the devotion if he blocks the might. Yep. Draw a card off of that. Nothing good. If he starts playing some fat though, we're gonna be in trouble. Like we might be winning the poison race so far. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright, there's the removal. Exiled so we don't get to proliferate. Is this as important as a might? No, no blocks. We'll go up to 4 poison. 4 is not that much different from 3. Let's see if opponent wants to go to 5. Alright, I'm willing to just trade the rat. And I guess to be mana efficient, go with the Hive Master. This is a problem. We got all our 3 and 4 drops in our hand now. Alright, yeah, if you got a trick, you got me. Go for it. Maybe the -1/-1 proliferate. No, no trick. Just attacking. Drown in Ichor. That is relevant. Fortunately, it's a 2-drop. Duelist only has first strike on their turn, though. But if we get it out of the way, that's 6, 7, 8 poison counters. They're going to have to start blocking. Let's just attack and see what they do, though, because we've got the offer immortality. Okay, so I do just take it. And that puts them to 7. If we drown now, that puts them to 8, and they've only got 1 toxic creature on the board. Or we play the Hive Master, they attack with the duels next turn anyway. I like that plan better. They can still block the Might. 1 poison is 1 poison either way. Oh yeah, if all they're doing is playing a Vorak and proliferating with it, then we can get that out of the way with Drown, and we've got lethal on the board. If they have a punch or something, we're going to be in trouble. There's land number 4, so we've got to offer immortality. I think we get this one. If they try to trick us out... Nope. 1 and 1. Round 3. Maybe it won't be a toxic mirror match this time? Alright, we've got our Phyrexian Arena and 3 lands to cast it with. It's tap land, turn 1, turn 2, Duelist into Rat or Arena. I mean Rat or Arena, we know it's Arena. Yeah, this is looking good, especially going first. Turn 2 Duelist. Maybe they just cycle a Skull Bomb. No, they're gonna hold on to that. Ah, the sack. Alright, we gotta kill them fast. Well, let's get that first poison on there. And get our arena down. Next time we might be able to, next turn we might be able to play a rat and another 2-drop if we draw 1. Or a Hive Master and a Whisper if relevant. So we cycle the Skull Bomb. Play a second sack. Alright, I'm suddenly feeling a lot better about our odds this game. We just gotta go fast. Attack with the Duelist, second poison counter. And I guess we drop a Hive Master. And next turn we'll be able to drop a rat and hold up both our instants. Okay, yeah. They were just screwed on land. No, I don't think that one counts. That's Magic, though, and yet we still play it. Do like how games are a lot faster in this format, though. It's felt like it's been a very long time since we've had an actual fast format. Like,
So
how
pumped
long?
about Toxic.
Maybe since like Return to Ravnica when Krenko goblins were a thing. Turn 1 Skull Dweller, turn 2 tap land, and then we have our choice of 3 drops going first. I guess it's good enough. Now, speaking of Krenko, they got the goblin. Yep, no 2 drops, so go on and crack your Terramorphic Bud. Just do it. You're holding priority. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Click one button or click the other button. There you go. Maybe they were just trying to delay the inevitable. Duelist, eh? You know what I think about that Duelist? I think... Get out of here, Duelist. Ossification. Alright, fair enough. We're still getting them corrupted, though. If they want to trade a Duelist for a Skull... No. No, I want to play the Raptor, don't I? Just go on and get corrupted online. For what it's worth. And if they tap the Duelist, that means they'd have to block the Skull Dweller with whatever they attack, whatever they play. Yeah, and they're not going to block a Skull Dweller with a Gitaxian Raptor. Yeah, we'll get our own Duelist. I think Skitterling will hold back the Duelist. Yep. The Skull Dweller would get through. I guess we play the Skitterling, yeah. White's gonna have some kind of removal. I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, March of the Mites to the Flincing Raptor or something. Their own NX Sentry. Well, whatever they target with that, I don't have any good ways of getting rid of it right now. I will gladly just sack my own Skitterling. Get that card. What? How bad was their hand, I wonder? That was weird.
Poison counters scare people. I live for it.
We're at 3-1 now. Keep this record up, then we might trophy this round.
Is it less satisfying for you to poison people to death as opposed to torturing them to death your usual way?
No, I do generally prefer using blue and just dirtling and reorganizing my library as I see fit and preventing things that I don't like from happening so that I can continue to dirtle. My favorite decks don't have win conditions.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I'm gonna poison these bitches to death.
You are going to have a lot of fun with these cards in Commander,
I
mixing them
know.
up with some Infect stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they made some kind of Infect Toxic interaction rule, or like, pick one. That's not gonna happen.
No.
No, we know it's not gonna happen.
Cannot make me pick one. I will poison people in as many ways as
We
possible.
have 2 1-drops. We've got our Skitterling, Hive Master, and Phyrexian Arena. Only thing is, we've gotta hope we draw lands before Sniff Goat Smells kills us. Yeah. The 2 Skull Dwellers should be good for aggro for a while, and they should be able to hold off relevant things while we're digging for that 3rd land. So,
Goat smells so good. It's so
wait, did you just say goat smells? Oh, I guess you have some goat sniffing experience too, don't you?
I went through a goat phase. I was trying to say that quietly enough that the microphone didn't get it. So then call me out to make me mad for sniffing goats.
Yeah, this thing's super annoying. Let's go on and offer the trade. Alright, they took the trade. Let's play another one! Super Bilious up in here. Is that a duelist? We'll offer the trade with the duelist. And if they don't take the trade, then we'll probably just edict them. Yeah. We really need that 3rd land, but if it's a swamp, we're going to be very happy. They did find a land with the mover. It is not a swamp, so that means we are going to... what do we play? I guess we play out the Skitterling for now. I mean, it's not active yet, but it blocks the Dune mover pretty well. And the Hive Master doesn't attack past a Dune mover. And I would rather something get ossified that doesn't have Toxic. You know what? I will take this trade. I don't want a poison counter. And nothing of value here. Drop a Hive Master. Well, if they start playing big green things, I'm gonna regret taking... Ah, nah, Nissa. No, it's the Nissa that makes XX tokens. Well, crap, and we get another Plains. Suddenly this is not looking great, because they're just gonna +1 Nissa us to death, and that's busted. And I just used my only card that deals with Planeswalkers. Yeah.
But it did look great, because Phyrexia Nissa is even sexier than regular Nissa.
But she has a +1 to make an XX, where X is her loyalty.
I know. This set is the first set in a while to make me excited about Magic again.
Figures all the cute Phyrexians.
Phyrexians and poisoning people. It's like, I'm on my list. I'm gonna make you some coffee.
Please. Thanks, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, another turn 1, go first, Bilious Skull Dweller. Let's see where this goes. Ah, they got the chorus. Have a rat. And no reason to trade that, I don't think. This trade I like. You know what? No, I will not block with my flyer. I will attack with my flyer. The glider. Maybe they've got the green X plus X plus X hexproof. It's gonna be relevant soon-ish. I want to do it. I don't want to cast that until they tap out. More crawling chorus. So, one of my best friends has this thing where he's like deathly terrified of dolls. And apparently, Crawling Chorus just. He drafted one when we drafted Phyrexia Paper Magic last week. Maze's Mantle. Should have double blocked, punished. I was thinking it was the other thing. I mean, I didn't lose my flyer, but yeah, feels bad, man. Anyway, he saw that thing and it, like, basically gave him PTSD a little bit. He was just. I don't know, I think it looks cool. But he saw all the traumatizing old lady dolls from the dark room in Grandma's house from his childhood with all the creepy dolls that would stare at him, and it was. I guess I can understand how it's scary. Anyway, opponent tapped out, so we don't have to worry about hexproof tricks at the moment. So do we. Yeah, I think that's worth getting rid of. It'll make a might, but it's not super mana efficient. Maybe I should have played the Skitterling. Really need that fourth land. Alright, we got the Skull Dweller. And he's probably going to attack with the Duelist next turn. Maybe we can trick him out with the Offer Immortality. Huzzah, it worked. The Basilisk. And the Sinew Dancer currently costs 4 mana to activate. But opponent's top decking. So I think it doesn't have reach, right? Nope. I think we just attack with these guys. And are we going to win that race? No, we really don't want to get 3 poison counters on us because that's going to be really useful for opponents. So I think we just drop the Head Cleaver and say go. If they want to attack right now, we want to make it costly. Because while they're top decking, this gets, spending 4 mana on that may or may not be something they can do. But if that's 1 mana, now they're going to try to tap something end of turn. I could charge something for 3. Let's see what they go to tap. They're going to tap something. And then they're going to tap something else down on their turn, perhaps. Okay, so they tap the flyer. I think turn on full control. They attack with the head cleaver. No, we really don't want to get those poison counters. Oh, we want to get poison counters on them though, for sure. Yeah, we go with the head cleaver because it's menace, and it can't be blocked by might tokens it can't block. So we kill the Death Touch with 3 toughness, because we have 3 creatures. Now this is unblockable, and they're up to 6, and if they want to race us with poison, I think we're kind of okay with it at this point. I will 100% leave behind the Skull Dweller to attempt. Well, no, that card in their hand might be useful. You know what? Mites can't block. They can attack. And 1 more poison after this turn gets them to 3 anyway, so I think we just go and trade that for the chorus. He's gonna probably keep back my head cleaver since it's toxic too, but that takes all his mana. And 7. Yeah, we'll get him up to 7, play out the rat. You can spend 4 mana tapping down the rat and then get in. Or just trade off a mite token. Probably just attacks with 2 mites. But if this is a poison race, I think we're winning it. That's a good one for green.
Cute.
Actually cast it for 6 so we could get the proliferate. That's alright. Well, Raptor puts him up to 8, and then the head cleaver would be lethal, so it must be blocked. So they're 100 per. No, because now they can tap the Sinew Dancer. Yeah, right. 3, 4. They can only get back for 4 poison counters, so we do attack with the Raptor. Puts them at 8. And now these 2 Blight Belly Rats dying is enough to kill opponents, so they've got to be really careful with their attacks here. Dude, this rat's decent. Having 4 of them's nice. A lot of the time it's just a bear, it's just a 2 mana 2/2. But once there's poison counters to proliferate, it gets a lot more relevant. Going first again with an awful hand. I think we got a mulligan this. Okay, that's decent. 1 drop, 2 drop, drowning. I think we pitch a land here. And first on the board with 2 removal spells open. Predation Steward. That's not a great one. Going and do this now. Mana efficiency, because if we get a land, then we can Hive Master. Or we can draw something to cast. know if they play anything smaller than 5 toughness. That's probably worth killing off. Or do we just play the Hive Master? Alright, opponent's corrupted, and we don't have any poison on us. Looking good. We play a Plague Nurse, we can drown that in Ichor. And get in for 2 more poison. We've got a Proliferate in hand, opponents at effectively 7 poison counters. With 2 Toxic on the board. Play another Stalker, we can Whispers that end of turn. And this is where they concede, maybe? Unless they got a hexproof trick or something. Ah, okay, there's the punch. Yes, proliferate you. Ah, 4th land just in time. Alright, opponent, deal with 3 critters. That does not deal with 3 critters. Well, that was another quick one. Five and 2. You might be able to milk this one for a full 9 games. I really think I'm regretting playing these top lands. Let's see. Maybe not. No, turn 1 Skull Dweller for sure. If we tap land turn 2, that holds open a Whisper. Otherwise, we can play that, but not equip on turn 3. And honestly, it's not even really relevant for the Skull Dweller because it's got Death Touch anyway. But it could turn the Skitterling into a 3/4, which is something. And we're on the draw. We might draw another untapped land. Let's see what happens. Opponent took Mulligan. Wait, no? No, that was just the animation. Never mind. I think.
Which 10 letters?
Probably TENLETTERS. Oh, he got you good, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we did draw an untapped land. In that case, I think I will turn to the Flesh Cutter. We really only want to be using these guys if we're like out of stuff to do. Alright, first poison. Looks like they're on the red-green oil strategy. I mean, I guess we just annex that, right? Ah, the Mantis. Hey, another untapped mana source. Alright, so here's the plan. We're gonna stick the Flesh Cutter on the Sentry. And then whispers the mantis when it blocks. Because he's gonna really want to trade that mantis for the sentry. And this is gonna be the blowout that wins this game. That mantis is kind of scary. Predation Steward's not so bad. Well, I mean, let's get in there. You're gonna want to block this over that. But, I mean, you don't want to block that, so might as well get in with the might. Might as well. What? They blocked the might over the Death Toucher? I guess I want to keep that. In which case... Alright. All will be one. More counters on a permanent or planeswalker. That much damage to target opponent, creature an opponent controls, or planeswalker an opponent controls. So that's cool. But probably not going to do much in limited. Yep, and now's the point where we just attack with all the things, sacrifice whatever they block. Okay, 9 poison counters, and they have to not kill any of these rats. Let's go.
Woo.
Alright, turn to profit this time. 6 and 2, going for the trophy. Moral of the story for this format, I think, is focus on the 1-drops and the 2-drops. 1-drops are actually important, and you just gotta kill them before they get a chance to do anything. Just have that little bit of interaction so that you can push stuff through. See how like just 1 or 2 little blowouts like that -1/-1 make a difference of... It can literally make a like win-lose difference if it's early on. You just gotta not let them stabilize and keep the pressure up. A lot of people aren't comfortable playing a deck that has a mana like average mana cost of like 2. This is a terrible hand. We don't have any creatures till turn 3, so I'm gonna pitch that. We're going first. We need a 1-drop on 1. There we go. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. With 2 lands, I'll ditch the offer and keep the devotion. Actually, I kind of want to pitch the Skitterling. Yeah, I'm going to pitch the Skitterling, actually. Crawling Chorus. So for now, we'll just play out a rat then. And not attack. They're going to make a might and attack us back if they trade with the chorus. 2 choruses. And a dancer, alright. Opponent's got 3 1-drops on turn 2. It's respectable, bud. So I guess that means we need to just start attacking. See what happens. So we got no creatures. Be interested if they gang block the rat. I mean, they're probably going to trade one of the choruses for the Skull Dweller for sure. This might have been a bad attack, come to think of it. They're going to swing back with mites if they trade off their choruses. But, alright, they're just doing it that way. Then I absolutely will devotion this cycle for a card. It would have been real nice to have been able to draw our own chorus there. They're gonna get in for 2 toxic this turn. But I'll be happy trading off the Skull Dweller for the Dancer. Wait, what? Yeah, don't attack with that, it doesn't even have toxic. You want to trade that for a Skull Dweller, and I want you to trade that for a Skull Dweller, because that's going to be a lot more relevant. Unless you want to trade the Chorus for a Skull Dweller, which I don't know that I really want to do anymore. I hit you for... Alright, looks like we're going to be drawing all the lands. 6 lands in the top 10 cards. That's brutal when we've only got 16 lands in the whole deck. Should only be drawing lands 1 out of 3 draws from now on, decreasing. Sometimes you just feel like Arena's just trying to give you lands though, right? They've admitted the shuffler's rigged. We know it's rigged. Every time. That's why there's lag every time you look at a library, because every time you have something that says look at a library, it regenerates the order of the cards. RNG would literally be better software. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I'll give you a poison counter, though. Come on, attack with the duelist, attack with the duelist. And don't have the -1/-1 proliferate. Okay, cool. So we are corrupted. Their Sinew Dancer is now way better. See if they tap the Skull Dweller with it. Play the Sheoldred's Head Cleaver second main. Alright. Nothing we can do about that. Take 2 more toxic for a 6. But now their Shadow Dancer's tapped. So we can put them to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we attack, we're dead though. Let's start by cracking the Basilica. Might draw something relevant. No, another land. After drawing a land. I think we were just supposed to lose this one. If they want to not attack this turn, let's see if we draw another land, they can tap something with their Dancer at end step, and then tap it on their own turn, and they've got lethal on the board. But they're probably going to go for as much as they can right now. I think it would actually be better for me to trade away my Skull Dweller for a Might token than a Crawling Chorus at this point. Oh, there's the ossification. They got it. Well, that was a good run anyway. Transmuted some gold to some gems at a fair rate. A few more cards for the collection. Decent.